Oh, maybe I won't. No, that needs to go in the bin. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, which is all about makeup, all about beauty. Now, I just want to say a quick thank you for all the love and support that you guys have shown me on my YouTube journey so far. Your comments put a huge smile on my face, but more than anything, it makes me really happy that you guys are loving and learning from these videos. That's my main aim and my goal here, that you guys learn from these makeup videos and you elevate your makeup game. And anything you guys want to see, just please let me know in the comments below, because I will always answer. Now, today's video is all about how to create that daytime makeup look. Now, this is my go-to makeup look that I kind of create day to day. And I get a lot of comments on my look saying, you know, what eye makeup have you got on? How did you create that eye makeup look? You are going to be surprised to see when you head into this video that there is hardly any eye makeup. Honestly, there's tiniest bit and it's super quick, so you guys are going to be really surprised, and I can't wait for you guys to try this look for yourselves. Now, before we jump into the video, if you do like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell button, because it helps me out with the algorithm, but more importantly, it shows me that you guys want to continue to see these videos. Now let's get straight into the video. So I'm going to start with prepping my skin first. I have nothing on my face at all. I'm going to start with my eye cream. I'm using the Ubhi HENRIKSEN Wrinkle Blur Cream, and I'm just going to apply this to just my eye area here. Okay, so that's done. Now I've got to put my next product on, which I use every day. Good Genes Sunday Riley is amazing. This just... Do you know what? I don't even know exactly how to explain to you what it does. I mean, I know what it says it does. It exfoliates the skin and gets rid of dull skin, which it does. I do feel like my skin is a lot brighter with it. Like, I feel like it does, it has, yeah, I don't know why I said it was difficult to explain what it does. It is actually much brighter. My skin is much brighter, and it has kind of evened out my skin tone. So I just let my skin kind of absorb all this product in. I don't like applying my moisturizer straight away, because I feel like you're not letting that product really get to work. You're not letting the skin kind of grab hold of that product. So I alternate between different moisturizers. So while we're letting that kind of sink in, I'm just going to talk to you about my moisturizer quickly, because this is my daily routine. This is my usual daytime makeup, and I wanted to show you how I prep my skin, because that makes a big difference in how your makeup will last as well. So I alternate between a couple of different moisturizers. Most of the time I'm using Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream in the mornings. Sometimes, if I feel like my skin is extra dry, I use this one, which is the KIEHLS Ultra Facial Cream. And it's just lightweight, it's not heavy, and that's what I really love about it, because it isn't overly thick. So it kind of just, your skin absorbs it really well, and your skin stays hydrated most of the day. So I use this when my skin is feeling especially dry. And the only reason it's feeling like that at the moment is because I've been using my retinol, which I absolutely love. Even though it makes my skin dry, I love it. It's the Dr. Lancer Advanced Retinol. So, oh, this feels so good. I'm just gonna let that. Oh, my skin feels so good. Okay, gonna let that get to work. Next up, I am going to move on to my moisturizer, my concealer. Now, as you guys know, I absolutely love the Shape Tape moisturizer, the Shape Tape concealer. I love it. So I'm just using that one in medium, and I'm just gonna apply that to my lids. That's always the first thing that I do. So just gonna put it onto my eyelids, and then I'm just gonna get my sponge and then just kind of buff that in. Now I'm using my Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder, and I'm using the shade Banana Bread. I do really, really love this shade. So I'm just pressing it in with a powder puff onto my eyelids. Okay, so I'm just dusting off the powder with my setting brush from Real Techniques. And now I'm gonna get my primer, which is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And I'm just kind of smoothing this over my face, because I'm going to do my base first. I only really ever do my eye makeup first before base if I've got like a full-on eye look. Like with daytime makeup, I really can't be dealing with eye makeup, I'll be honest. So this look is kind of, it's easy, and it's just, you'll see how it looks like you've got eye makeup, but you really don't have eye makeup on. So next up, we've got our primer on. I'm gonna move on to my concealer, and I'm using my Shape Tape, but just on key areas to brighten those up and conceal some darkness that we can quite obviously see. And I'm using the shade Light, so I'm moving over to a slightly lighter shade for this. So I'm just gonna put a small amount here. That's the only place I use the Shape Tape, to be honest. And then I kind of move on to my NARS Creamy Concealer in, I can never remember what the name. Yeah, that's why. It's not that I can't remember, it's that I can't pronounce it. I'm just going to put it up on the screen for you. So I'm using this concealer just on other areas, because I feel like the Shape Tape can be a bit heavy for other parts of my face. I feel like the Shape Tape is great for my kind of dark circles, but anywhere else on the face, it just gets a little bit too much for me. So while that is on, I'm just gonna grab my brushes, and this is actually the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Complexion brush, and I absolutely love this for blending in concealer. So I'm gonna just buff in the NARS Creamy Concealer that I applied. I'm just gonna start buffing in my concealer on my under eye. So I'm gonna use my Beauty Blender and just literally just tap, and like continuously tapping, and I'm just gonna buff this into the under eye area. Now I'm gonna go in with my Marc Jacobs Accomplice Concealer in Tan 46. I use this as my sculpting because I absolutely love the color, and it blends really easily. So I'm literally just gonna very quickly contour my face and then explain to you where I've done it. Okay, so that's about it. I've just done it around the forehead here because that helps to just make my forehead look a bit, well, my face look a bit slimmer. And then I've also applied it here to just chisel those cheekbones, and then on my nose because I like to slim down the tip of my nose, and then obviously just define the sides of the bridge of the nose. So all I'm going to do is buff that in now. Now I always keep extra brushes of the brushes that I love. So this is the Hollywood Complexion by Charlotte Tilbury again, and I'm just going to use the big side to buff the kind of like larger areas. See how easily that blends in. That's done. And then into the hairline. And then I get the smaller side of the brush and I just basically buff out these lines that I created here on the nose, but I keep the shape there because otherwise there was no point in having the lines where they were. There you go. So you can kind of already see how that's defined it. Now there are a few other areas that I just really want to kind of almost brighten up, and obviously it's a little bit slowed down. Slowed down? Does that, I feel like that doesn't sound right. Anyway, it's a bit slower. So I'm using slightly lighter concealer. I'm using the NARS Creamy Concealer in Chantilly. Yes, Chantilly. And I'm just gonna apply it here and there, because I feel like I have this kind of darkness there, which just annoys me. So I'm just gonna buff that in. This is with that first brush that I used. And just these little touches here and there make such a difference. Like I feel like that's brightened that up for me now. So now because I could see it in the mirror. So next I'm gonna move on to my foundation. So I'm using the EX1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation. This is number 8. This is my daily foundation, to be honest with you. I do alternate, it depends on like what kind of look I'm going for, but if I'm going for this type of daytime look, then this is what I use. So okay, so now that I've got that on the back of my hand, I literally am I just spread that over on the back of my hand like that. That's it. It's just easier for the sponge to kind of, wow, I just, that's like a waterfall right there. It's just easier for the sponge to kind of move around. So I'm just getting my sponge and I'm going to start buffing this in. I start from the forehead. And this is where I go like on the sides of the nose. I'll just bring it kind of up into the sides of the nose. See, I go up here because that helps to kind of like pinch the nose in a little bit because of that contour that I applied. See, I've just buffed it right into the skin, and all I've been doing is just tapping the sponge onto my face, but you can see there is like a direction that I'm going. So I started with the forehead and I went under the eyes and then into the sides of the nose. And then I went up along the cheekbone, jawline area. So everything's kind of going upwards, and that's where I want to take the foundation as well. And then the contour that I do that last because obviously that's darker shade there. I don't want to spread that out anywhere else over the face. So once this is done, we're going to move on to the powder to basically just set this so that it doesn't go anywhere all day. Okay, so I have my powder puff with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake in banana bread. And I'm just going to apply this to my under eye areas here. So I literally just press it into the face, mainly on the under eye area, and then whatever's left on the sponge, I just take that everywhere else over the face. Then I go in with a stipple brush, and I'm using the Makeup Forever 122 brush, and I'm literally just dusting off the powder. And the reason I apply my powder like this is because I've tried several different methods, and I feel like this is the only one where it actually lasts all day. Now I'm using my Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm just dusting off the under eye area. That is my base done, and now that's going to last me all day, so I don't even need to worry about my base. Now I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Bomb Brows in light brown, and I'm basically just drawing in hairs. This is such a good brow pencil. So yeah, I literally just draw in my hairs. See, already they look so much better. I kind of just do them lightly, and then I like doing them with a lighter pencil, and then basically I have a look at where I feel that there are some gaps and then just fill them in with a slightly darker pencil. So at the moment I'm going with the lighter pencil because I'd much rather my brows look lighter, like not so dark. So I'm just going to go over and do the other brow. So now I've just gone in with the medium brown and basically just filling in where I can see that it's a little bit, maybe there's no hair there, or it's just a little bit kind of gappy. Now I'm going to use the SEPHORA brush tip liquid eyeliner, and I'm just applying this super close to my lash, well, on my lash line. Now what I've done is I've literally just applied it here. That's it. Just that area, just that first quarter of the eye, really close to the lash line, super close, because I don't want it to look like there's actually eyeliner there. So just doing this on the other side. So like you can see, there you go. You can see just how close I've done that. So all I've really done is just kind of made sure that that area isn't going to look completely empty or bare when I put my eyelashes on. Now I curl my eyelashes, and that's because I have super straight eyelashes, and I literally just press it and then I keep pressing it, so it's like a pumping action. This makes me think, should I get my eyelashes curled, like as in, is it permed? This really annoys me having to do this. So maybe I should get it done. If anyone's had it done, let me know in the comments below how it goes. Which mascara should I use? I kind of alternate, it just depends what I feel like. But to be fair, I'm wearing lashes today, so I'm not too fussed. Okay, I'll wear the NARS Climax Extreme. Oh, maybe I won't. No, that needs to go in the bin. That's been sitting there a little bit too long, guys. Okay, let's go in with the Charlotte Tilbury push-up lashes. Okay, so honestly, I'm gonna put lashes on anyway, so I'm not too fussed about how great my real lashes look. This is just so that there's something for my false lashes to sit on. Although this is a good mascara. That's a good mascara, isn't it? So, okay, I'm gonna put my lashes on now. I'm just literally applying the glue to the strip of my lash. These are my like everyday lashes. I love them. And the strip is so thin that honestly you don't need any eye makeup with it, and that's what I wanted to really show you. So I'm gonna grab my tweezers. I've applied some glue on the strip, and we're gonna wait about 30 seconds, and then we're gonna apply the lash to my lash line. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Let's go in. It's kind of like a fine line between letting it dry too much and then not letting it dry enough. So let's put this on. I'm just literally, look, placing it right on my lash line in the middle. That's what I'm focusing on, in the middle. Then I'm gonna grab the outer corner, push that in. Now I'm gonna just go ahead and do the other side. We're gonna just stick the inner corner in. Same on this side. Now I'm just using the same mascara on my lower lashes, and just gonna very lightly go through them. Now I'm gonna prep my lips. I'm using the DIOR Colour Reviver Balm. It's the DIOR Lip Glow, and this one is, it's actually 000. There's no colour to it, but I love it. It's just a really good everyday lip balm. So it just keeps my lips hydrated. Smells good as well. So I'm gonna I like to kind of just blot my lips to take off the excess product. Now I'm gonna use one of my favorite products. It's the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in Iconic Nude. Honestly, this lip liner is amazing for most skin tones. I feel like it's just super natural looking. So I'm just gonna line my lips, and I like to go a little bit below my lip. So I basically like to expand my lip from the top and the bottom, and then I go onto my real lip line so that it doesn't look super big. That is my lip line done. So now what I do is I just go in with a kind of like a peachy shade, because I love peach. And this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick in Hollywood. This is basically like a pale peach, and such a nice shade, isn't it? This is my daytime lip. I love it. I just feel like it adds just the right amount of color without it being in your face. So I'm just getting my lip brush and just spreading this into the lip line. I really don't like the lip liner and the lipstick to look disconnected. I just like it to all look kind of very one. Okay, so that's done. So next what I want to do is kind of like, as you can see, I've got no blush, no bronzer, nothing on. So my face kind of looks pretty flat. There's not much dimension to it, but I want to kind of just give it that extra dimension. So I'm going to go in with my bronzer, and what bronzer shall I use? Because I kind of alternate. Okay, I'll use the one that I use most days, which is the FENTY SUNSTAR in Private Island. So I'm just going to apply this to my brush. Now I'm just going right from the top of the ear, and I'm just bringing this in, not too much. There you go, that's about enough. And I'm going to take it around my hairline, but I'm not going all the way around, because my aim is I want my face to look slimmer, because I have a pretty round face, so just on the kind of sides of my face. Okay, I think that's enough. Now I'm going to take the same bronzer but with a different brush. So I'm using the Fenty Beauty 200 brush, and I'm just going to sculpt my nose a little. So it's exactly the same shape that I did with the conceal. What is all this? I think there was too much. I think there was like a, oh my god, I hate when that happens. Okay, well now I'm going to show you how to correct this. What? Why did that happen? Okay, Q-tip. Thankfully, it happened in the place that I want to actually sculpt it. There you go. So all I've done is just taken a Q-tip and lifted off that excess product. Right, so basically because my bronzer is basically a little bit broken, so I've just put it in this little pot so that I can you know, you don't waste it then. Maybe a big kind of chunk of it probably got stuck in the brush. Okay, so you can see we've picked up most of it, but I'm gonna kind of go over it again in a minute. So yeah, as I was saying, same shape as what I was doing with my concealer. God, I can't believe that big chunk and it ended up on my nose. You can see how that's really kind of helped to slim down the nose. That is done. Now I like to go in with just a little bit of blush, and I alternate between different blush brands, but at the moment I'm really loving DIOR blush, and this blush is Rosy Glow. It's like a hot pink, but it doesn't actually come out hot pink on your face. So it just adds a really nice rosy glow. I'm going to finish off with some highlighter. I'm using one of my favorite highlighters, the STILA Heaven's Hue highlighter in Kitten, and I'm just going to apply a little bit to the tip of my nose, a little bit to the top of the bridge of the nose, and also just a little bit to the top of my cheekbones. There, just that little area there. There you go, you can see it's just the smallest amount. Okay, so yeah, let me just see, is there anything else that I usually add? This is my daytime look. I don't think there is anything else that I add. No, that's it. Because for me, obviously I do it a lot quicker when I'm not filming. At the moment I'm talking through it. Otherwise I'm super quick with it. So yeah, that's my daytime look. So that's how you create my daytime makeup look. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below and I'll always answer. And if you want to buy any of those products that I used, I have listed them in my description box below. So all you need to do is just click on the links. Now, as always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button so that you never miss a video. Until the next video, take care and I'll see you soon.